What is up? It's Legend Game on Kaiser here, and we're back with another review of Dragon Ball Z Super. This is episode 119, and it's all focused around Universe 4 and their really quick elimination. At least we got like one elimination Universe 7, even though it's Piccolo, which I very predicted that was going to happen. Either because they're starting to eliminate either the bald persons or the original Dragon Ball. If by that notion, this could result in the elimination of, if it's bald, it could be Frieza. But Frieza has gotten little to no screen time, honestly. The last Frieza one was probably against Gohan and that Jimet, I think the name from the that Yardrat. Other than that, it's just been quiet for Frieza. Frieza hasn't been doing much. Like just been sitting around watching. Like Frieza's last work was against Kaba or Goku, the guy who has infinite stamina, and no matter how many times they're saying they're out of stamina, no matter how many times we says, "Oh, Universe 7 is on their last leg," like they have to push. Like the whole like Goku out of stamina thing has reached this point because it is not 100% not true at this point. Anyway, it starts off with Vegeta reacting to the whole Universe 6 elimination with a buddy Kaba, and he starts to attack Captain Pistol. And they both use their final technique, Final Flash versus Final Mission. This Final Flash wins and blows Captain Pistol out, but he lands safely. However, he's tripped up by one of the invisible characters from Universe 4, either Garamesa, Gamisaurus, I think, I don't know, and Daman. It most likely Gamisaurus, the way he's really like, been lifted up. And Vegeta's almost there too, and almost Gohan. But Vegeta saves himself, and Gohan, with the help of his father Piccolo, manages to like stretch him out of danger. Every universe are watching their back. They don't know where they're coming from. Honestly, this is a bad move for Universe 4 to make them move just fall back right now. For Universe 4, if I was Universe 4, these two live this way, I wouldn't start fighting right now. They're starting to be on to me. Just don't fight. That's basically the good strategy for it. But they're trying to get Universe 4 eliminated really quickly, so forget obvious strategy, just like dumb tactic. So they're having trouble finding these invisible persons. Eventually, Gohan has the idea to fire the entire area with smoke and stuff to eventually locate someone, and they actually find one of the invisible persons, Gamasaurus. It looks like a gecko. Like he was just invisible. He was born invisible. So. However, once he's found, he poses no threat because he can't fight, and Piccolo just takes him out easily. Then we got Sansa, who is not invisible, but he managed to create illusions. Like for a guy who's not invisible, he manages to hide himself really good, and it goes against the whole like survival thing, and just starts creating illusions of Universe 11. You got the cute bunny girl and that cute animal chick, where I'm not sure what her name was. And some attacks are fake, but some actually hit. Piccolo is being a genius, all figures out that the invisible person is attacking forward, messing with the idea, which is very clever. But Piccolo picks it up, looks around, finds him, and one-shots him. That leaves one more visible person left, and it's Daman. Daman's probably my favorite character from Universe 4. He totally kind of makes up for Kawaii. I hated her. Has my abilities, but it handled poorly. Anyway, back to the fight. Piccolo can sense him, but can't hit him. He basically karate chops in the air, think he got him, but he didn't, and gets knocked out. And a lot of fans are probably upset because of Piccolo's elimination. That Piccolo was eliminated. And eventually 17, after Damon's been beating people, raping, all that shit, 17 was able to figure out that he's just really small, and once his cover is blown, you could tell us like, you better not lose, and all that stuff. and they can't hit him. He's too small to hit, which is and Restoration has a point with it. Don't squish him too, otherwise you'll be counted as killing him. So either way, you have to be very careful about this point. Don't overkill him, and don't get eliminated by him. Android 17 has the idea of Goku hitting the ground, so that because he doesn't have any wings, all he's relying on is jumps. And Damon can't do anything because the whole jumps is like you can't touch the ground. If you can't touch the ground, you can't move. This will result in Android 17 using his energy balls to trap Damon in and kicking in like a soccer ball or a field goal out of bounds and eventually causing Damon to be eliminated. And after that, one episode, Kitala Kuru is now eliminated. Kuru of the Supreme Kai is all eliminated. Kitala does not handle it well, says he'll take it all with you, despite that he's gonna get all of them gonna get erased anyway. And like a bitch, he leaves. Which are popular fans do not like Kitala, but he did what he had his role too. He was supposed to be this obnoxious, sneaky little character like a rat, even though he's a Mickey Mouse. But that's basically what his character is. So if you guys hate him, you guys are doing a good. Then his character is pretty good. Now, what I think of this episode, it is ridiculously fast paced. Like, they're trying to get this universe out of the way as fast as possible, despite Kitala having more airtime and more things to do with this tournament. Because he was trying to get Frieza to be eliminated, either dead or mostly dead. And I usually thought that it would be Genos, the one who looks like Rock Hawk, the one who was spying on Universe 7, will have more screen time since he is like the face of it. Turns out it wasn't him. I'm not sure who the rest of the purpose that was on their team, but it was most likely that Damon did more of the work. He actually eliminated someone. Which is sucks, man. Like, you have some cool characters from Universe like 4. Like, you have Majora, Damon, Dekori, and Zansa and Damon. Like, they have some cool characters though. But they're not part of like the main universe, like 6 to 11, like, so they don't get more airtime than they do. Which, if you're doing a universe survival arc, you gotta handle each character. And since Universe 4 didn't really have that much of a role in it, they got eliminated quickly. Which is probably gonna happen to Universe 3 since they got the least of the roles. Considering something near him, I can't remember his name, but he was shown to be the super highly advanced warrior, but got one-shotted by Kaba as soon as he just walks in, which is obviously really bad of Toei and the writers to do. You pushed this warrior a lot, and you gave those 2 roles: the guy who demonstrated all the survival techniques, and there's that guy who you said is a super warrior, but they both got defeated very easily. So they are doing a horrible job of pumping up characters, especially Ganos. Ganos should have at least been around much longer. They even said Ganos was like the leader of the Universe 4, and yet he was eliminated, not one of the last person to be eliminated. Which was kind of, honestly, my opinion, it just sucks. Like, it's just like they didn't know what they were doing when they were like focusing on these eliminations. But will Universe 3 have any eliminations on Universe 7 before they're eliminated? It's guaranteed at this point. We'll probably be down to Universe 11 and 7. And if they do with the whole Jiren doing all the eliminations, that's just lazy. That is lazy writing on my phone. Like, you gotta eliminate them one slowly. There's a fair amount of Universe 7, like probably 3 left. 3 left would be a much more probably not like having 6 left and letting Jiren do all the work. That's not good story writing, because that just means like, oh, you're saving all for Jiren. Have at least some of the shit. I'm about to watch Universe the next episode 120, and I hope that someone gets eliminated. If they all rely on Jiren, then I don't approve that. I hope they don't resort to that. I hope at least like it's down to like 4 or 5. I'm gonna go with 4. That's crazy amount like 6. Like then that sounds like 6 versus 2. You 6 versus 3. That's like a not a good odd pair. Like I should like 4 versus 3 or that's simple as that. Anyway, this has been Kenan. I'm not OP. I'm just that good. See ya.
It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared.